Are we live? Okay, looks like we're live. Looks like we're live. Let me disconnect. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Tribe of Benjamin podcast coming to you live from Rockledge, Florida, United States of America. Approximately 4 something p.m. Let me see. 4:20 p.m. Wow, would you look at that? Perfect timing, no coincidence. And it's January 19th. So this video is titled January 19th, and let's get into it. Today is January 19th, the day before the inauguration, the day before new America begins under a new administration, under new leadership, under a new party. Okay, and the movement has already begun since July 13th to November 5th to January 19th. The movement has begun. So finally we've made it. It's like New Year's Eve, it's like New Year's Eve, Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving all in one. Even though I don't celebrate any of those days, it is like a combination of events happening, and it's a very exciting time to be alive. So that's what I want to talk about right now. January 19th, everybody who's alive, everyone who's well, or even if you're suffering from whatever, but you're alive. If you're breathing, you can hear this message. Let's say this. Wherever you are right now, in this moment in time, forget about wherever you're going to, whatever you plan on doing, wherever you came from, wherever you are now. I hope you can be very comfortable in that spot, you know, because it's time to lock in. We got to stop bouncing around. We got to get locked in. So wherever you are right now, that should be the spot you should be comfortable at. Especially for the first quarter of this new paradigm shift. Be comfortable right where the F you're at over the next 2 to 3 to 4 months. Be comfortable right where you're at. Because we're cleaning up house, okay? People that don't belong here need to go. People that deserve to stay need to stay. And everyone that's waited this long to try to go back to where they came from, okay, I'm not saying it's too late, but this is the last call, the last hour. It's like New Year's Eve. You better expedite yourself back to where you need to go. Expedite, whether plane, boat, automobile, train, bicycle, walk with your own 2 feet. Expedite yourself back where you need to go. Go back home, go back to where you came from, because order is coming. New world order is here, and America has all eyes on it right now. So it's time we show out and show up, and you need to stay wherever the F you're at. In this moment, be comfortable there. And if you're one of those few who haven't got back home and answered the call yet, you better get the F back home. Now, I don't need to sit here and be specific on any specific thing or person, because y'all can just use my life as an example. A Negro was in Seattle, Washington, just 4 months ago. Really not that long ago when you think about it. 4 months ago, you were in Seattle, Washington. Seattle, Washington of the United States of America. Just 4 months ago. Let's count back 4 months. Today's January 19th, so let's go back to December 19th. That's 1 month, right? November 19th, that's 2 months, right? October 19th, that's 3 months. September 19th. All right, so not exactly 4 months, but you say 4 months And 3 weeks ago, September 2nd, September 3rd, September 4th, September 5th, September 6th, yes, I was in Seattle, Washington, just over 4 months ago. But I answered the call and I got back to where I'm from. Rockledge, Florida, Palm Bay, Florida, Titusville, Florida, Melbourne, Florida, Brevard County, Florida. I'm back home, baby. Cocoa, Florida. Anything I shout in the region, I am back in my area. I grew up here, foster care, adopted families. I bounced all over this region. I'm right back home, and I love not bragging, but it's definitely braggadocious. It's definitely a boasting of saying, hey, I'm here because of who? Jesus brought me back, and I answered the call. So because I answered the call, I get to speak up about being back home. And I'm not homeless like I was in Seattle, Washington. I have a temporary rental, and it takes money, and I'm able to make the money to pay for my temporary housing because I'm only a temporary Egyptian. Okay, I'm leaving Egypt soon. Shortly, the Exodus plan is commencing as we speak. But until Pharaoh lets us go, I'm right here where I need to be. So that's why it's important on January 19th. I just express this to you guys because I don't need to keep talking about this after January 20th if I don't have to. And it's to let everybody know for this final hour before we hit a New Year's Day, a new nation and a new paradigm and a new office and a new America. Go back home to where you belong. All humans on planet Earth. Go back home to where you belong. All humans. Okay, I love to say the same for the animals. But us humans have moved animals around. Whether it be zoos or trafficking, bringing them to other countries they don't belong. I'd love to say the same for the animals. But it's for the humans first. All humans, go back to where you belong. Go back to your origins. Go back to the calling of where you know you need to be. It's like some people say home is Alaska, and they feel it in their heart, and they were never born in Alaska. But for some reason, Alaska is their calling. Then go to Alaska. I'm not here to debate you on your birthplace or your origins of where you happen to pop out of your mom's vagina into the land that was. Maybe you were in a hotel bay, maybe you were passing through. I'm not here to debate people that they need to go back to their birthplace. But if you don't know where you need to go, yes, go back to your birthplace. But if you know deep inside where you need to be and you're not there, this is the last minute to book that flight, to take that trip, to take those steps. Maybe it's in another, maybe it's another county. Maybe it's not even that far. Maybe it's your mom's house. Maybe it's your dad's house. Maybe it's in the woods somewhere in the mountains. I don't know. But this is the final call on January 19th for everybody to go back home to where they need to be. Answer the call of going back. I was happy to hear about migrants self-deporting. That is great. The migrants are taking initiative to get the heck out of here early. Awesome. Okay. Don't hold anybody back from going. Let everybody go their own way that they believe they need to go, because nobody else is going to have that excuse when everything's coming into play. Okay, I'm not here to talk about the TikTok ban. I'm not here to talk about the drones. I'm just saying, when the scriptures are being fulfilled and America is doing its role, the entire planet is coming into fulfilling these revelational prophecies. You had no excuse to be where you needed to be when the revolution was being televised and not televised. Revelation was being fulfilled. You had a chance to go back to be where you need to be. Now imagine getting caught somewhere you didn't need to be. And now, one, you get overtaken by the plagues or what have you. Or two, you're stuck. Can't go back now. So I just urge everybody, it's not like, it's like Noah's Ark, Noah was asking everybody to get on the ark before the flood came. So it's like everybody needs to go back home before this new wave is about to hit the entire planet and the entire country. So I'm trying to dumb it down for you guys so I can get to the general consensus of people making their minds up. Because at the end of the day, look at my life. I was in Seattle over 4.5 months ago. Right? And I'm not there no more. The summer was great. I was there in June, July, August, September. I left. Thank you, Jesus. I enjoyed my time. I got plenty of memories, and I'm always thinking about things I learned in Seattle, Washington, King County, Bellevue, Washington, Redmond. Shout out to Redmond, Bellevue, Linwood, riding the light rail when they opened to the Linwood station, going all the way up to Linwood, going all the way down to SeaTac, going out to Angle Lake, losing my phone at Angle Lake, camping out during the day, sleeping in a tent at Angle Lake. Okay? Getting sushi from Whole Foods Market every day I had food stamp money. Catching the MARTA, not the MARTA, that's Atlanta. So I heard about the MARTA train, but no, catching the Sound Transit, the Sound Link, whether it be the light rail or the King County bus, the Metro, the King County Metro, the Orca cards, okay? I didn't even get on a ferry boat. I could have got on a ferry while I was out there, but it was a great summer, 2024, in Seattle, Washington, and I was preserved from the hour of temptation. And a lot of gatekeepers fell, and the paradigm shifted then. But now, as everyone else is catching up and everybody's ready to see the paradigm shift on full display, here we are, January 19th, the eve before January 20th, Inauguration Day for the new leader of America and the leadership that be. So, Benjamin Martin Smith of the tribe of Benjamin, King Benjamin of the tribe of Benjamin, is letting everybody know one last time to go be where you need to be. Because it's like me telling everybody, wherever you're at right now, be comfortable to be there for the next 3 to 4 months. It's like if you're hearing this message and you're sitting on the toilet, or you're outside in your backyard, or you're walking, or you're at your job, or you're in bed, in the house, shopping, it'll just make you think, like, boom. It's like an earthquake. It's like a wake-up call. Like, yo, I'm right here. Would I be comfortable being right here where I'm at in this vicinity for the next 3 to 4 months? If you don't feel comfortable, if you're like, no, I don't want to be here, hell no, then you need to go to where you need to go. You know in your head where you need to be. So you need to get there. Okay, no excuses for you. When a day 2, month 2 goes by and you're like, oh shit, I should have answered the call and gone back. Why didn't I listen? This is your chance right now. Go back home. Go answer the call. Maybe you're someone that's been stuck where you're at for a while. Maybe you need to get to. I don't know, bro. I'm not going to name it for you. It could be in America. It could be out of America. It could be on an island. It could be in another country. It could be the North Pole or the South Pole. I don't know. But if you know you need to be there, go. I guarantee 90% of people right now in this moment could go where they need to be without worrying about how they're going to get there. I know they can pull some money. I know they can borrow some money from somebody. I know these people, if they really have their minds, Colorado airport is my witness. I was there overnight, a mile above sea level, sleeping on the airport floor, waiting 4 or 5 hours for the next layover flight. Okay, watching a Kanye West documentary of his 2020 year wrap up, 2020, whatever. Watching YouTube, watching things on my phone on an airport floor, and eventually going to sleep with a bag, everything I've had, going to Miami, going back to Florida. I took a Greyhound bus from Miami, Florida to Rockledge. It was booked for Titusville, hopped off early at Rockledge, took a city bus from Rockledge to Palm Bay, Florida. Went directly by foot to my dear brother Tremone Antonio Hogan's residence. Talked to the man himself from his Dodge Ram, Frank, and departed thence from the neighborhood to another destination, Turkey Creek Trail. From Turkey Creek Trail to a bus to Hammock Landing. From Hammock Landing, a walk to Palm Bay Regional Park to 374 Cherry Tree Circle, where I found refuge at my ye old godparents' house. 2009 to 2011, where I lived. And everything came full circle. And before 2 weeks came, it was at Jean-Claude's rental home in another part of Palm Bay. And thank God, through staying there a couple months, getting a job at Chipotle, and getting a job at Amazon, was able to make enough money to be approved to rent a room in Rockledge, Florida. Here I am. That's my story. And I'm good to be right here the next 3 to 4 months. In Jesus' name. I'm not tripping. So take my story, whether you care about the details or not, and apply them to your life. Okay? Would you get on a flight from Miami, Florida to Seattle, Washington? Would you get on a flight from Orlando, Florida to Chicago, Illinois? Would you get on a flight from Dallas, Texas to Las Vegas, Nevada? Would you take that trip from Asheville, North Carolina to Tucson, Arizona? What about you in Boston, who's supposed to be in? What about you farmer townsfolk that are in the wrong farm or town? And all you suburbans who are living a lie in the wrong suburb. Go back home. Go where you need to go. Leave the country if you're not supposed to be here. Okay, I got to speak from America, from inside out to everyone else. Okay, I'm in America where I belong. I was born in Florida. I'm back home. Y'all heard my story. I gave you the details. It's time for you to do that with your life. If you're from Mexico, back to Mexico. The Caribbean Sea, wherever island, Jamaica, Haiti, Venezuelan, Trinidad, Tobago, Martini, Martin, I don't give a dang what the name of your country is. Dominicana, Cuba. Go back home if you know you need to go there, or go there if you know that's where you belong. Just leave, okay? And everybody that's in Rockledge, Cocoa, Palm Bay, Brevard County that shouldn't even be in this county, leave the county. Go to your county, or go to your country, or go to your other state. Go to where you're from if you know you need to be there. If you know you need it, if you know you need to be here, then please, by all means, stay. If you know deep in your heart, I belong here in Florida, in America, in the East Coast, in the West Coast. We could chop it up by coast. If you know you're in the right coast, if you know you're in the right state, if you know you're in the right county, if you know you're in the right city, and if you know you're in the right neighborhood, by all means, stay. This is January 19th, so everybody that's made up their mind by now, go ahead and stay. That's what you know you need to be. But those few people who don't, no, hurry and go. Leave like it's you know the biggest news you ever got, and you just ready to go. Just go, because that's really what I wanted to stress on January 19th. I give you my story again, a little recap. I'm not where I was 5 months ago, and even before that, I took a whole tour of the East Coast from Miami to Boston, and from Boston to Chicago. So that was a year. That was not even a year ago. That was literally, 7 months ago. May of 2024. We're in January of 25, right? So that's my life. Now, what about yours? Everybody get in position. Get back where they need to be. If you don't got the money and you know you need to get your country, or you're illegal, you're an immigrant, just make it easy for everybody to deport you. Just make it easy for everybody to find where you're at. Get in line at wherever the buses are taking migrants. Find a place to go, to get ready to go. And everybody hiding people, holding them back, shame on you. Let them go. Let them all go. Okay? Besides that, you're free to go. I'm out. God bless.